know the fixture. Everybody knows the fixture. It's known throughout the world, so I don't have to show them importance. The importance of the game is not to be caught up in the emotion of the game. The importance to use your emotion and passion to run further than you've ever run before, to jump higher than you've ever jumped before, to concentrate more than you ever. I don't think you get too emotional, because if you get too emotional, then you can lose focus. So we're looking for that emotion and passion to play better than we've ever played before. We've not been too pleased with the last two performances, that's for sure. But any game that we played after the last two games, we were desperate to try and catch up and make up ground again, because we lost ground in the last two games. So this game is a chance to catch up. It's a chance to make ourselves feel better about ourselves, because over the years, the last few years, we have felt decent about ourselves, felt we gave it our best effort, and so it's getting back to that level.
Well, it's Scotland versus England at Wembley, and as a Scotsman and a Scottish football player, it doesn't get much bigger, and the fact that it's a competitive game to try and qualify for the World Cup makes it even that more significant, and what a fantastic occasion it's going to be, and one that I'm thankful to be involved in. At the same time, I think the passion's not all coming from Scotland's side. It's English players have got plenty of passion. I seen that at Celtic Park in the friendly. They came out all guns blazing and firing, and it meant so much to them, and that was a friendly match against Scotland. So this is a qualifying game, and both teams will be desperate to win with fire in their bellies, and it's an international derby match, which just adds a little bit more spice to it.
Okay, you heard from Gordon Strachan, the Scotland manager, and of course the captain, Darren Fletcher, both of them talking about that emotional game that will be played at Wembley today against England. So players, don't go on your knees. I mean, weak on the knees, that's what I mean. Just see how this game can be a spectacular one for all of them to actually enjoy. But for England, no, we heard from Gareth Southgate when he was talking about the fact that, look, Rooney is going to be the captain. So it simply means it's going to start the game.
That's what it means. That's what it means. I mean, there was a lot of dust the last time around when Rooney didn't start against Slovenia. That was last month. But Gareth Southgate has decided to bring him back now, and he's giving his reasons. Experience really matters in these sort of games. And he's talked about the fact that Wayne Rooney seems to be in form as well too for Manchester United. Totally different situation from when he wasn't playing for Manchester United a few weeks ago. But over the last two games now, he seems to be playing really well. Scored a goal against Fenerbahce, recorded 2 assists, over the last weekend against Swansea. So, yeah, I think Gareth Southgate has every reason to actually bring Wayne Rooney back, and his experience will be very important. But like I said, this particular game is likely to get very emotional between England and Scotland. So the players have to just, don't lose their heads. Don't lose their heads. I mean, just try and focus. They have to be disciplined, obviously, because whoever goes down, a man down, might just lose out in this particular one. Cecilia, it's going to be very, very exciting. Cecilia, this kind of matches, England, Scotland, tough, feisty. I expect a lot of fireworks. England have their issues in terms of the fact that they don't really have someone that is putting the ball in the back of the net right now. Harry Kane is back from injury, okay, but he hasn't played for a long time, and it remains to be seen.
He scored against Arsenal.
Yeah, he did score. Yeah, he made a winning return, which will boost his confidence. Yeah, no doubt. But in terms of that regular goal scorer, they don't have it right now. Not Jamie Vardy, not Marcus Rashford, not even Wayne Rooney. So that's one problem the coach Southgate will have to address today. It remains to be seen where he's going to go. I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to do about that situation. And for Scotland, Cecilia,
we had 4 points from their first 3 Group F games. Drew against Lithuania, losing 3-0 to Slovakia, the last 2 outings. So losing this one could not be good. Would definitely not be good for them at all. It's going to be devastating if they get to lose this game.
Exactly. So a lot is riding on this game, Cecilia, for both sides. And so I can't wait for the game to kick off later on today. The other World Cup qualifiers that were played, especially in South America, Cecilia, we saw that game between Brazil and Argentina. What a match. Okay, before we get to Brazil and Argentina, we'll go through the other ones that were played between Colombia and Chile. That was 0-0. That felt like a war, Cecilia. If you watched the game, that particular game. Uruguay 2-1 over Ecuador. Paraguay, they lost at home against Peru 4-1. That's a very shocking result. Venezuela 5-0 over Bolivia. Good one for the Venezuelans there. And Brazil 3-0 over Argentina. Wow, what a result, Cecilia. Neymar, okay, scored his 50th international goal. I mean, it's a matter of when, not if. When it comes to Neymar, in terms of actually becoming the all-time, top scorer for Brazil. But for Argentina, terrible display, terrible result, and the pressure starting to mount now on the coach Bauza, because ever since he became coach and replaced Gerardo Martino, I mean, he hasn't exactly turned around the fortunes of Argentina. So pressure starting to mount now. I mean, it's safe to say you can start having discussions about conversations about Argentina actually not qualifying automatically for the 2018 World Cup. Yeah,
because it seems like that. Because when you're having Argentina and Brazil playing a game, you're expecting fireworks. You're expecting more like a very close game. But this one looks embarrassing, judging from the fact that Argentina, superstars, they have more stars than you have in Brazil. Brazil, you just mentioned Neymar. Okay, maybe continue, but the star of that team is actually Neymar. Argentina, we can go on and on. Angel Di Maria, of course, Messi is always there. Then you have Gonzalo Higuain, the big top player, Sergio Aguero, all of them. And you ask the question, what's happened to this team?
That's for the coach to figure. I mean, that's why he's the manager. He's got to figure out what's going on, why he's not been able to get the best out of this talented bunch of players, Cecilia. So he has his work cut out. That's the coach of Argentina. There's no doubt about it at all. But for Brazil, good times, after a very disappointing Copa America centenary where they lost out in the group stage. They seem to have regrouped and rebounded nicely now with the new coach, Tite, who's made his own changes to the team now. Prior to his appointment as coach, someone like Philippe Coutinho wasn't a regular for Brazil, but it seems so I found a very good role for Coutinho in that particular side now, and it's called a screamer, like he always does for Liverpool. He did the same thing for Brazil yesterday, early this morning. So for me, Brazil are looking really good in this World Cup qualifying campaign in South America.
That's where they're looking good. Yes. Obviously, they're going to qualify. So we'll be shocked that when we can get to see Argentina in Russia 2018. We'll go